Oh, James. There's the magpies. There's my back porch. There's your old place. I'm going to spin this around. Little tour. Hi, John. I'm just going to scooch up beside and in front of you. Yep. I don't know if you were here when they rebuilt the deck, but that's all a brand new deck. Actually, I think that's the brand new deck. Anyways, moving along. Just making a video for our old neighbor. This is our brand new alleyway, James. Bit of a headache when they came and put this in. That's kind of nice, I guess. The corner keeps getting run over though, and the grass is getting wrecked, so this is about the 4th time that they've had to come and replace and fix the sod. You'll see that the fence was taken out, and we've got these, what do you call them, bollards that are there. You'll notice a couple of sunflowers growing up on these bollards. I'd planted some for volunteers that were coming up in the garden. I did some on all the posts, but the whippersnipper guy came by and took most of them out. Oh, here's some workers now. I think these guys are doing work on the big apartment over yonder, which you can see the crane. So I'm just going to hit pause on this and we'll let this guy get by. There's our lovely raspberry patch. It's flourishing as per usual. So nice to see. There's always people coming by all day long grabbing a berry or two, which is nice. The garden boxes which you helped build are doing very nice. You'll notice this is a new box that we got. This is a little community garden box for everybody. Here's my plot, which Vicky has planted. It's doing all right. It's been so hot and it's so wet. And check it out, we've got an artist as a part of the garden been freshening up these boxes. There's one example and another example of a beautiful paintwork. Last year we had to clean out these water cubes because they got totally infected with water mites. It was amazing. There was millions of little orange mites. Anyways, we got those cleaned out, covered them in black to help prevent algae growth and maybe those mites from showing back up, and all is good so far. But we've got a plan in process and paperwork ongoing with the city of Edmonton to run a line from the side of the hall over there across the grass through the garden, and we're going to hook up a permanent water line for our community garden at some point. Okay, there's the Green Shack workers. The rink, which is now a dog run for the summertime. Was it a dog run when you were here? I'm not sure. No dogs in there today. Anyways, I'm going to hit pause again and take you down the alley towards that new build. This is our extended widened sidewalk over to the LRT. They redid this alley. That last building on the right there is Chris's apartment. And as you can see, our lovely new alley, and they had to put in a new corner because people kept cutting across the rocks. Anyways, we shall continue on down the road. Give a little pause. That's Chris's apartment there on the 2nd floor. Here's the big, giant, new apartment going up, obviously. And unfortunately, I can't get up close on this side anymore. So we'll have to pause it and take you around. So from here you can see they're pouring some concrete for that foundation in the underground parkade. That's a new electrical box that has been installed, which is kind of ironic because just down the alley I'll show you how there's a generator supplying power to Vicky's apartment and a couple of others because of a power mishap that hasn't been fixed. Aww. Old picnic table. Apartment on the left is where Lucy and Jacob lived. They moved out this last fall. Here we are at the alley intersection. This would be looking at the back corner of that Ralph's complex where the fish and chips, or the fish shop was. Not fish and chips, it's just that fishmonger. You can see the construction takes up the whole darn place. That power pole directly in front is new, which makes me think it was involved with the situation that Vicky lost power, and I'll show you that in a second. You'll see another new power pole on the left side of the alley. But this pole right behind me, zoink! Last fall a truck drove into this, or the pole that was here. Knocked out power for the whole complex. It was hilarious. A little farther down the way, see that generator there in between the SUVs? That's providing power to Vicky's building on the left and a couple other there because, yeah, no power. And for some reason, both the complex, the building owner, the city, and the power company have been unable to rectify that. Sorry, I had my finger in the shot there for a while. Okay, so I'm gonna hit pause and take you around for a front view. Here we are just coming out of the alley. There's a new infill build, one of many in the neighborhood to go up recently. And this all, of course, was the little strip mall. I don't know if you can see yet in the far back there, that big giant concrete wall. Well, they're building a new school over there. Let's go take a look. This is looking in from the parking lot entrance. Ralph would have been directly in front of us. I'm just gonna linger on this a minute and let you get a good look what's happening here. Oh, there's the train. And of course the corner where Ralph's once was. The LRT. So this is Jacob's old school in behind. You can't see it anymore. And I guess they're building a whole brand new school on the same site, which is kind of interesting. Boy, with the heat and the humidity lately, these guys are earning it. They're earning it, man. Now here's the downtown train pulling into Strathearn Station on its way to Millwoods. It's like a good idea, bad idea. The good is obvious, the bad is it does bring more traffic into the neighborhood, more foot traffic. Easy escape for people who might want to be up to something no good. You know what I mean. Here we are looking west, down 95th Ave. You can see a couple of giant new, I think those are 8plexes on single lots. So a couple of new builds. In the distance there you can see the French art gallery. Looks like they're getting some work done on the front. I'll take you down and show you the new Lee's, because Lee moved out and it was closed a while and then somebody opened it up again. But suffice to say, Lee's is now still back in business. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this little walkabout. Talk to you later, bud. Okay, two more things. You can see up there we've got some heat pumps installed on the hall for air conditioning, electric air conditioning and heating. And over at the park, you can see maybe there's new lines painted in the basketball. And a tiny little skateboard feature that can be dragged onto the cement when in use, which accompanies that feature which you are already familiar with. These trees, you may notice, have been trimmed down at the bottom to provide better sight lines and safety for folks. Also, it's good fireproofing, I suppose, keeping that stuff off the ground. Back into the garden, which is all very lovely. Nothing you haven't seen before, for sure. Oh, and to finish it off, a lovely rose. And that was a little butterfly that went by.